Hello, beloved friends. I'm Reverend Kyra, and it is my delight and pleasure to be with you to invoke the power of prayer in our journey. I know we have been discussing the ways that we go find the inner place of peace because prayer is meant to change our consciousness, to unify us with the greater cosmos and our understanding of the divine and be at one with that divine flow. And we're going to talk about why we at Unity Bay Area Houston are working with an Aramaic translation of the Lord's Prayer. There are many different ways that the Aramaic can be translated because the Aramaic is a language that many scholars believe was the spoken language of Jesus. And Jesus taught us to go into these sacred places and to come into the prayer that would transform ourselves in a way that we operate differently within the world. In the Aramaic language, they have a different understanding of terminology in ways that bring forth both the cosmic understanding, the application within, and how that plays out in our lives. So as we look at this Aramaic translation and begin to understand what we were being taught in the Lord's Prayer is how to really tune in to the greater I am consciousness, to the divine presence that is available within and as each one of us, and truly unify with this greater source of wisdom and strength and awareness, but in a way that opens our heart and expands our being with a kind of vulnerability and willingness to be fully present in our lives and in the alignment with that divine self. And it's a very powerful thing to take a look at. And we're going to actually compare our Lord's Prayer from an Aramaic translation. And I say and because there are many ways to translate. And yet there is that which aligns and speaks to our individual soul in the messages of these words and what they contained in their understanding from an Aramaic language, which was very different, very much alive with the energies that they considered all inclusive in the world. And so we're going to take a look at this and unpack, unravel the meanings behind this Aramaic Lord's Prayer. Many of us have grown up with the Lord's Prayer and believe very powerfully in the movement of spirit when we turn to that which we have been given as a powerful way to pray. And at the same time, there have been places where we've wanted understandings that expanded into the greater understanding that we have in unity of who we are as a Christ consciousness, who we are as a cosmic being. We are part of this interconnected whole. And we'll be looking at that as we examine this week. It also is a way for us to begin to say, how do I really shift and awaken my awareness into a place where I am not only embodied in prayer, I'm embodying that divine prayer and that divine wisdom within me, but then I am expressing it in all that I am so that I come forth out of prayer in a whole new awareness within myself, an expanded consciousness in a place where I bring peace and harmony into the world. And so it is a powerful movement of spirit that activates us when we open ourselves to the inner meaning of this prayer and truly give ourselves over to it. So I hope you'll come join us and share in our Lord's Prayer and be a presence for the divine in the most powerful understanding and way that you can be as you embody these prayers, for these are living embodiments. And we'll talk more about that from how that relates to the Aramaic translation. May you have a blessed day. We look forward to seeing you at Unity Bay Area Houston in League City, Texas, on Highway 3, 1911 Highway 3 South, on this Sunday at 10:30 a.m., or you can join us online on our live stream on Facebook or on our YouTube channel. Whatever way you find us, I hope you also find the depth of your own being and the knowing in your soul of who you are, aligned with the Christ consciousness of your being, whether you call that light or love or the infinite or God, Allah, or great mystery or great spirit, in any name or any knowing. we are opening ourselves to a greater awareness that it is up to us to stay in alignment right here and right now. And that is our part in the awakening of this world and bringing forth that peace and harmony that we desire for our world. So let us take that seriously and lightheartedly both, in the way that we anchor in the divine and become that light-hearted, that light-expressing presence for the world. And I know prayer can have that effect in us. So let's learn together this Sunday. I'll see you then. Blessings, friends.